Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. If you are triggered by armed guards protecting kids in school, but you walk the red carpet surrounded by 500 armed LAPD officers, FBI agents, police helicopters, and private security, you might be a liberal. If you are triggered by the words "shall not be infringed," you might be a liberal. If you claim Donald Trump is a dictator, but you also want the government to take away our guns, you might be a liberal. If you want to ban AR-15s while you are literally being protected by AR-15s, you might be a liberal. If you claim to champion women but want to take away guns from the women who defend ourselves against sexual abuse with a firearm 200,000 times a year, you might be a liberal. If you berate the police and claim cops are racist and corrupt, but you also argue that police are the only ones who should have AR-15s, you might be a liberal. If you blame the NRA for mass shootings but refuse to condemn the one organization funded by taxpayer money that actually sells arms and legs and feet and brains of aborted babies, yes, I am talking about Planned Parenthood, you might be a liberal. If you are triggered by the words "abortion kills unborn babies," you might be a liberal. If you pretended to be horrified by President Trump's dumb joke about being president for life, but you bemoaned the fact that President Obama could not have a third term, you might be a liberal. If you refuse to vote to confirm a federal judicial nominee because the nominee has white skin, well, you're a racist and you might be a liberal. Talking to you, Senator Schumer. If you voted yes to send waitresses to jail if they offer plastic straws to customers in restaurants before the customer asks for it, you might be a liberal. If you constantly claim Republicans are racist, but you sit in the audience and applaud for radical hate preacher Louis Farrakhan, who says white people are going down and Jews are the evil enemy, well, you're gross, and you might be a liberal. If you claim some men have a uterus, and then you claim Republicans are anti-science, you might be a liberal. If you are triggered by the idea of building a border wall, but you live in a gated community, you might be a liberal. If you protest corruption, but voted for Hillary, if you denounce capitalism, but own an iPhone, if you want to spread the wealth around, but voted for the man who owns 3 houses, the one, the only Bernie Sanders, if you call $1,000 bonus checks crumbs while you claim to be the party of the working man, you might be a liberal. And that is my final point. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. In the meantime, catch us here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And until then, have a good night.